Rumors going all over town. Can't keep my name out the mouth. Yeah, they say. I live too fast to settle down. Truth is I just ain't about these games. They man, you reach one keep our love. I still very changed. We used to now dreams they change, but it's for the better. We should not know lighter on the other side. The last goodbye. Oh, 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 listen. When I in one of many things we couldn't be. Oh, oh, we used to have now. Recent change, but it's over. We should see something lighter on the other side. Did I let you stay? Make mistakes. I showed you that I felt the same. How you never stay. And I know it's why you're leaving. Without a ceiling, but we leave until we got old. Did I let you good enough when I threw it away? Did I This is to win and fight and shoot over together. Watch the flames till I'm high into the night. Calling out, Father, oh, stand by and we will watch the flames burn over and outside. You're dying tonight and shoot all the night together. Raise your glass to fire. All the last time, calling out, Father, oh, prepare as we will watch your flames burn over and outside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside and out. Then I see fire burning the trees. I see fire holding souls. I see fire burning the breeze. Now that you remember me. Really, I do the same. Confined in mountain holes, we got too close to the flame. Calling out, Father, hold fast and we will watch the flames burn over and over. Sun, desolation comes upon the sky. Oh, I see fire inside and out, and I see fire burning up a tree. I see fire holding souls. I see fire burning. Now that you remember. Now that you remember me. I gotta make another step away from you. 'Cause I got crazy after all that we've been through. I just can't wait another day to make it new. But what will I do? What am I gonna do? When I feel so when I feel so 'cause I can't get up every single morning. When I feel so when I feel so I gotta make another step away from you. 'Cause I got crazy after all that we've been through. I just can't wait another day to make it new. But what will I do? What am I gonna do? When I feel so when I feel so 'cause I can't get up every single morning. When I feel so when I feel so when I feel so So I love you if I weren't this now. I don't know who gave up first. Imagine us both. The reason was we almost won. That I wanna be so if you know if you go I don't know cause I don't wanna believe it so if you know let me go let me go cause I don't wanna believe it oh oh yeah I don't wanna believe it oh 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 I don't wanna be so. I don't know, it's not your fault. I don't think that there's blame at all. Did our best, it didn't show. Staying still when we should grow. There is no what is so if you know if you go I don't know cause I don't wanna only prove so if you know if you go cause I don't wanna only so oh, Okay, guys, so the break is over now, so uh, I'm left to run the show now. So I just wanted to call up, or I'll tell you what's going to happen here. So now I'm going to call up Bobby Narcisse to speak on a few things and to introduce Corey Mikas here. Then as soon as people come into the room, like more people, we're going to have a blanket dance here. Hey, Bobby Narcisse to the microphone here.
There. They're way slow outside. That's good. Okay. Buro kanuyag nin Bobby Narcisse Nishnawbe Aski. Bugiji shamanaka ngin nagagigid. I just want to before we bring in Corey Mikas, I just want to let you know that we do have um, a coordination oversight team as well that assists your communities with respect to what's happening with the Ontario Final Settlement Agreement, the rollout of that. We're looking to work with you to develop an implementation plan of many of those areas, whether it be in band reps and all these different areas on child and family services, prevention. I just want to let you know that we are acting on a resolution. Let's see here. We do have a resolution 2407. So approval of a creation of a coordination oversight team. And that team is basically there as a resource for First Nations, for your communities, as well to access at NAN to help you navigate many of these changes that are happening within the Child and Family Services system. Also, I know that Corey will be doing his presentation, but we are working with Deloitte as well to look at compensation rollout support. We're also looking to build creative communications to go out to community members. I know this is being live streamed right now, so I'm talking to a lot of those individuals that are listening as well. Those individuals that were also within the child welfare system, families that were affected by the child welfare system. You will be also entitled to this compensation, as Corey will be outlining. And Deloitte is given the responsibility to administer the compensation payouts, and he's going to go through what that navigation process is, who's eligible, what needs to be done in terms of what tier you'll be placed in terms of this compensation. So I know there's a time frame that is also mentioned within this compensation piece. So, like I said, we're working with Deloitte to look at community engagement and outreach. You'll see a lot of Corey and a lot of our teams as well to really get the information out to your members, to your children, to your families that were involved within the child welfare system. And there's going to be supports in place for those mechanisms to really take shape within your communities. We all know the things that happen with other past compensation pieces like residential schools, like the water checks, the day school payouts, all these different things. A lot of it had detrimental impacts to many of our most vulnerable people who are getting those compensation pieces. So we want to work with you through our coordination oversight team to identify what sort of supports are required. For example, what sort of mental health supports are required at the community level? Perhaps there's banking, financial information, investing. How could these individuals utilize this compensation to the far extent? Because we all know that there are predators out there that will, go after the most vulnerable to really look after, try to get some of this or take advantage of this compensation piece that is happening. So we'd like to really invite Corey to do that presentation. Before we do that too, just a few personal things. I really like to acknowledge our staff. I know they've been going through a lot this past little while, but I really like to acknowledge one staff member right now, Kevin Lewis. I know his mother's in hospital right now. She's a member of Airland First Nation from my community as well. I like to really send thoughts and positive thoughts to our staff member Kevin and his mother Ginger and all their families that are in the hospital right now. We're thinking of you, and I know our staff is always taken away from their families, and so we want to really have our thoughts and prayers to Kevin at this time with his mother in the ICU. So for that. And one last thing also I want to say too is I apologize. I'm going to have to take my leave today. I have to deal with a family issue myself. My daughter's graduating tomorrow, so I really wanted to be here for these 2 days to be part of this, but I will be available virtually as well. And I know there's a couple of items that I have as well with sustainable initiatives. Chief Jennifer Constant reiterated when she talked about it that there's a lot of exciting things that we could do with special initiatives. Not just Bill 5 stuff, but a lot of other areas within economic development, with food security, with how do we also encourage entrepreneurism, all those different areas. And I think those are great conversations that we should have. And we'll be looking for a resolution to establish a Chiefs Committee on Sustainable Initiatives. So we really would like your support in developing that Chiefs Committee for Sustainable Initiatives. Another thing, too, that we'll be giving you a very important update on is the Jordan's Principle and the Choose Life file. I know that there's been a lot of questions about what's happening with Choose Life, what's happening with Jordan's Principle. So I want you to know that also we are very diligently working with our Chiefs Committee on Children, Youth, and Families and our staff to ensure that we hold Indigenous Services Canada task in terms of the responsibilities that they have with Choose Life in your programs. I know many of our communities were forced to let go or let go some of their staff due to unpredictable funding. That wasn't the reason why Choose Life was created. We wanted to make sure that there's predictable funding for you to really do that important work that needs to happen within your communities. I'm still on the job on those areas. So I know there is a new Minister of Indigenous Services Canada. We are making steps in terms of ensuring that Jordan's Principle and Choose Life are at some of the top areas of an action plan moving ahead to ensure that our communities are resourced properly in those areas as well. We have a Choose Life working group, working table that is specific to Nishnawbe Aski Nation that we're invoking as part of our agreements to ensure that we have a dedicated table with decision makers at Indigenous Services Canada to look at those areas of Choose Life. But please contact myself, my staff. If you have further questions on Choose Life, we go to communities, we go do virtual information sessions with your communities on those areas. We work with your individual group applications, so we'll continue to do that. And please, and with this child welfare compensation piece is very important. We're there to assist as well. But without further ado, please welcome Corey Mikas from Deloitte, and he's going to give you a rundown on the compensation pieces. So, Chimigwach Chiefs.
Miigwech, Mr. Deputy Grand Chief, Bobby Narcisse, and once again, Uskadis from the Uskadizek that introduced me. And I would also like to thank the rest of the Nan Grand Council for inviting me over here and to present to the chiefs of Nan. My name is Corey Mikas. I'm from Deer Lake, and I've been employed with Deloitte for since October of beginning of October. It's been a long and learning process, and I've enjoyed working. I've presented to a few communities, a few of your organizations, a few of the service delivery organizations on this First Nations Child and Family Services and Jordan's Principle Settlement Overview. That's the date's April 2025, but it's been we've been going on this presentation for a while now. We keep updating it as we receive new information. So I'll get started. It's a long presentation. I had asked Nan, do you guys want the 1 hour one, the half-hour one, or the 15-minute one? So yeah, I'll try to make it brief and pretty fast. So the agenda, the settlement and administrator, who can submit a claim, what help is available during the claims process, how the claims process works and what to expect, and how to get ready to submit your claim. What is the settlement? The settlement agreement. The settlement includes individuals harmed by harmed by discriminatory underfunding of First Nations Child and Family Services, lack of access to essential services due to Canada's narrow application of Jordan's Principle. This brings together several actions: the Assembly of First Nation, the Mushuam plaintiffs, the child class action. The total compensation is 23.34 billion for eligible class members. None of this money will cover the cost of administering the settlement. The administration settlement is funded separately by Canada. So Deloitte is not funded by this 23.34 billion that is eligible for only class members. The role of the administrator. This is the claims administration. The administrator, which is the Deloitte, is appointed by the court to build a claims process that is cost-effective, user-friendly, culturally sensitive, trauma-informed to class members, to ensure First Nations points of view expertise, and cultural knowledge are part of the claims administration process, and to share communications about the settlement with potential claimants. Manage the claims process to ensure claims forms are complete, determine eligibility and pay compensation, provide supports to claimants during their claims journey, report to the Settlement Implementation Committee on progress on any issues, and who can submit the claim. So there are phases. There are 9 classes are included in the settlement agreement. The claims period for each class will open in phases. The claims period for the removed child class and moved child family class open on March 10, 2025. So the phased approach is to help get compensation to claimants as quickly and effectively as possible. So we are here at phase 1. The launch date is March 10th, 2025. Opening of the claims period for 1, removed child class, and 2, removed child family class. The phase 2, the launch dates to be determined. That's the Jordan's principal class, Jordan's principal family class, essential services class, child class, and 7 child family class. Phase 3, launch date to be determined as the Kith child family class, or the Kith child class, Kith child family class. Removed child class. You could be a removed child class member and eligible for compensation if you are First Nations and removed from your home between April 11, 91 to March 31st, 2022 by child welfare authorities when you were taken from your home. You were a child under the age of majority at the time of removal. You or your caregiving parents or caregiving grandparents lived on reserve or in the Yukon. ISK paid for your move to a foster home and group home or another facility. The removed child family class. You could be a removed child family class member and eligible for compensation if you were the caregiving parent or caregiving grandparent of a removed child class member. This means if you are the removed child class biological or adoptive parent, grandparent, or First Nation step-parent, and you lived with and were responsible for the child when they were removed from your care, if you were the caregiving parent or caregiving grandparent from whom the child was first removed, and you did not commit abuse as defined by the settlement agreement that resulted in the child's removal. There's many different abuses, but it's defined under the settlement agreement. The available supports. Claims support offered by the administrator that helps claimants fill out application forms, find supporting documents, understand payment choices, and appeal decisions. The function in ways that are culturally sensitive and trauma-informed. Provides claimant-centered help and service coordinations for extra support when it's needed. The claim support guiding principles. This claim support model is guided by a set of principles: preserving claimants' dignity and respecting their experiences. Number 2, recognizing the healing journey. Number 3, focusing on individual empowerment. Number 4, representing First Nations diversity. The claim support roles. The administrator team. Number 1 is the contact center. The administrator's contact center can answer questions about the settlement, the claims process, and claim forms. And that's the 1-833-1852-0755. That's the contact center's phone number. And the regional liaisons, that's like myself. We support First Nations and First Nations organizations in each region. Number 3, the claims helpers, dedicated support to individual claimants who need extra help during the claims process. Number 4, the service coordinators, they refer claimants to additional support to resources and services based on need. So this map is one of the, when I go to the communities, they're so interested in this map. It's the claim support process. This process map shows how claimants will be referred to supports and services. They visit website or call the administrator. That's the start. But if they do not need any claim support or any of the services, they'll fill in and submit their claim form or finish the appeal process. And they submit the required form and documentation. And if they need help filling out the form, and if they do need claim support, they call the contact center for help with your claim form or to ask questions about the claims process. And if they do not need the claim support, they'll go into the next step was completing the claims form. But if they still need help, the administrator will refer you to a claims helper who can also help you. You will only be referred to a claims helper or service coordinators if you need additional support. If needed, claims helper can refer you to a service coordinator for additional support. Service coordinator can refer you to additional and existing supports that are available in your community, which would be a culture support worker, mental health clinician, addiction support, health worker, social worker, youth peer support, and financial education. The claims process and expected timelines. The removed child class and family class claimants process. Number one, your claimant submits relevant claim forms. Claimant submits claim form with name, personal, and contact information, supporting documents if required, and a copy of government ID. Administrator reviews claim forms for completion. That's number two. The administrator reviews the claim form to make sure it's filled out completely and that it came in before the claims deadline. Number three, administrator determines eligibility. For all class members, administrator confirms whether the removed child is listed in the ISK database. The ISK database is a confidential database of information that contains certain details of removal for individuals who may be removed from the child class members. So Deloitte does not have access to anybody's personal child welfare records. I just want to make sure that's clear that Deloitte doesn't have access to it, but ISK does. For family class members, the administrator also confirms they meet the criteria as caregiving parent and/or caregiving grandparents. Number four, claimant receives eligibility decision letter. The claimant receives one of approval of eligibility letter or denial of eligibility letter or inconclusive eligibility determination letter. Next steps to be determined. If needed, claimants can appeal. Compensation, if eligible claimant informs the administrator how they would like to receive their compensation, either by direct deposit into a bank account in their name or a mail check. Claimant process notes. Under the settlement agreement, claims by family class members will not receive a decision deadline until the class member's ultimate claims deadline. This will be after the 3 years claims period plus 1 year extension period, so that removed child family class may not be, or they won't submit any funds until after the 4 year claims period. Should claimants wish to file an appeal after receiving a decision, they should do so within 60 days of receiving a decision. That's 60 calendar days, not business days. Compensations and timelines vary by class and circumstances. Base compensation for removed child class may be up to 40,000. Base compensation for removed child class varies. If eligible in multiple classes, claimants will receive the higher single amount for which they qualify. Compensation amounts will not be stacked or combined across classes. That's the 9 classes that I had mentioned. That's how to prepare. Things you need for your claim: an updated mailing address for the removed child class and the representative of the removed child class, family child class, removed child family class. and representative of the removed child family class. And they'll need the valid bank account for all four, and also the valid government ID for all four. But proof of familial relationship you do not need for the removed child class or the representative of the removed child class. If First Nations and biological relationship proof may not be required, administrator will be in touch if any supporting documents are necessary. So the child welfare records, they do not need for that during that claims process, like I mentioned, it's all in this database. Proof of representations for claimants who are persons under disability or deceased. They don't need that for the removed child class, but for the representatives, the removed child class. And they don't need that for the removed child class, but they also need that for representative of the removed child family class. Information of child's removal. Information includes removal date and details about placement where and with whom. They do not need for the removed child class or representative of the removed child class, but they don't need that for the others. Important reminders, the first claims period open on March 10, 2025 for the removed child family classes. Claim periods for the other classes will open in phases as the federal court approves each claims process. Under the settlement website for updates, that's the fnchildclaims.ca. Most of the information that I have presented is also on that First Nations childclaims.ca. Keep in mind that you don't need a lawyer to submit a claim. Legal information is available free of charge through the class council and can be contacted through the administrator at 1-833-852-0755. That's toll free. And be aware of fraud. No one should ask for your personal information right now. If suspicious calls or emails, contact the administrator at that 1-833 number or stay informed. Sign for updates on the website. You can unsubscribe at any time. So these are some of the wellness supports that are in place that you'll be referred to. It's the free mental health counseling and crisis support is available to class members 24 hours a day through the Hope for Wellness helpline. Contact the Hope for Wellness helpline at 1-855-242-3310 or toll free or through the online chat at hopeforwellness.ca. Counseling is available in English, French, Cree, and Ojibwe, and Nishnawbe on request. Children and youth can also call the Kids Helpline at any time at 1-800-668-868 or text First Nations to 686868. One of the things that the claims helpers, we have 160 across Canada, and for the liaisons, we have one in every province except BC and Ontario. Ontario, we have 2 liaisons, which is myself representing the Ontario North, and we have Holly Johnson, who represents Ontario South, which is from, I work from Sault Ste. Marie northward, and she works from Sault Ste. Marie southwards. And that, like I said, these liaisons are fluent, and they can be fluent or understand the dialects each of our regions. So we're spread across Canada, and there's I think about 12 of us liaisons. And right now with the claims helpers, I had requested any amount of claims helpers we can get up north, because so far I got 6, and one's virtual, and the rest can be contacted through that 1-800 number. And I've also requested that these claims helpers understand or are aware of any of our dialects up north. So I'm available to travel to your communities, or if you guys want to request a meeting with you and your members, I'm available to do so, whether in person or virtually. I've outlined that one of the biggest challenges I've faced is flying up north. That's something I still have to take to Deloitte, but it's easy for me because I'm based out of Thunder Bay. Like if you guys have meetings in Thunder Bay, heck, invite me over. I'll come and do a quick presentation. Like it's imperative for our people to know that they have what services that they have access to. And I'd be happy to help along these guidelines. So with saying that, like, it's I try to make this presentation fast, and I know I got a few invitations to your First Nations to do presentations, and I'm looking forward to that. If you have any quick questions, I can answer, but if not, I'm around here too for the next 2 days. So if I got business cards to hand out, and I, I know that I've been working with Teresa here to get this presentation emailed out to each of you who are in attendance, so that you can take this back to your First Nations. And I will be working alongside Nan and delivering this message to your communities too, the help of Bobby and Teresa and the rest of their team. So with saying that, I know it's been brief. I'll be around. I'm easy to talk to. So you guys.
Thank you, Corey, for that presentation there. So there's been a change in the agenda here. So I'm going to call Grand Chief Alvin Fiddler here to talk about the blanket dance here, and then we're going to proceed on with the song.
Well, amigos, when I was traveling here on Sunday, no, Monday. On Monday, I received a call from some community members from KI. They are right now walking from Solicout to Thunder Bay, and they're doing this walk in memory of their loved one, a young man named Josh Nanakizak, who died back in 2015. Josh was bullied for a long time as a young boy, and he was beaten, severely beaten, and subsequently he passed away from his injuries back in 2015. And so the family is doing this walk to raise awareness about this very difficult issue of bullying. And we know that it's real, that it's harming not just children and youth, but it's also hurting whole communities. So they're doing this walk. And I know, some days over the last week or so, it's been cold. It even snowed just north of Thunder Bay over the weekend, but they're still walking, and they're determined to finish this walk this this Friday in Thunder Bay. So they reached out to us asking, first of all, to remember their loved one, Josh, but also to see if we can provide some financial resources to help them with the expenses that they're incurring as they're doing this walk. It's going to be about a week long, or 8 days or 9 days that it will take them to finish the walk from Solicout to Thunder Bay. And so we will do this blanket ceremony for those of you that are able to offer a financial donation, and we will send that to them. For those of you that are able to do like e-transfers, the email address is Roseanne L. Thomas 2019@gmail.com. That's another way of sending Roseanne, ROSEANNE L thomas@gmail.com. That's the email address for those of you that are able to make a financial donation online. Or we can also do it here with this blanket ceremony. So at this time, I'll turn it over to the drum, and we have a couple of young ladies back there to help us with the ceremony. So miigwech.
you want to go?
No, no.
Hey, so there's been some changes made to the agenda here. I don't think we're going to be doing sustainable initiatives anymore, but we still have to do treaty declaration here. And I see that here on the agenda, we have to go in camera. So if you guys want to do a motion to go in camera, raise your hand, yes or no? Excuse me? Can I have a mover to go in camera, please? No? Okay. No. Okay, we have a mover, any opposition? Okay, we're now in camera here, and can I ask the technicians to